Hello, Pisces. This is Nicole with Angelic Therapy and Healing. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. We are, in honor of the month of love, we're going to be doing a special reading for you today with regards to love. So if you are wanting to know something that's not love related, this would not be the readings this month because we're going to be focused totally on the love sector. So welcome to those of you that are new to the channel. Glad to have you here. All my loyal subscribers, new subscribers, thank you. Thank you to everyone for, of course, subscribing, but thank you also for your kind comments and support and sharing of the videos. I do appreciate it. Now, do keep in mind when we get started, these are general readings. They are for a large number of people. So when I prayed and prepared, although I did ask that each of you receives at least one message, it's for a lot of people. So you may find that these are not your messages this month. That's okay. Go on ahead, listen to your moon or your rising sign, as you may get something from that instead. Now, if you're wanting to know what cards we're using, I will be listing those below. I'm not going to be covering those, so we're not going to waste time with that today. So let us go ahead and get started. Now, this special love reading, we're going to be doing what is going on with you. You are this side. We're going to be doing what is going on with your love interest, your crush, it could be your twin flame, your twin soul, your divine partner, your soulmate, the person you just cannot get off your mind, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. But do remember, your cards are over here. Their cards are over here. And then we're going to be going over some shared cards in the middle. Now, let me make sure you can see that. Excellent. So, I do have the camera zoomed in. Give me 1 second to get a drink. Now, the camera is zoomed in. You should be able to see the cards fairly clearly. If there are some details that I need to show you along the way, I will hold those up. And if you do hear me sniffle or something along the way, just be kind and patient. It is today with the wind chill here in Ohio. It's like -32 degrees and my body is fighting a cold. So far I am winning, but you know, I'm getting the sniffles. So just keep that in mind. But we're still gonna push through and get your readings done. Okay, these cards. This is your current situation, Pisces. What's going on with you? You have the Devil card. Now, this is all about that fine line between that, you know, irresistible attraction, that, you know, infatuation, that person you just cannot get off of your mind. And then, you know, the slavery of the mind, the control. It's like, you know, you have to decide. Okay. This card typically, girls, shh. This card is typically about, you know, trying to really look at the situation and decide by reviewing the situation, is this just an instinctual nature type relationship? Is it something that is simply just a sexual thing? Or is there something more to it? So, and by taking a look at that and really facing the facts of those things, then you can, you know, break free of a prison. But you have it with this card, Broken Heart. So this person, this love interest of yours, you are not with them. You are not in a relationship with them. A number of you, I'm being told, you are not in a relationship with them because you had received some news, some unexpected news that really cut you to the core, that they chose someone else. They were going in another direction. So for a number of you, the Devil card is talking about how you are in this state of, you're feeling brokenhearted, you're upset, you were thinking, okay, this must have just been a sexual thing for them. You know, they must not have really felt that depth for me. But you are feeling imprisoned because you can't get them off your mind. You can't stop thinking about them. Give me 1 second, because I left the cards off the bottoms of the decks real quick. Let me look at these real quick, see what is going on. Okay. All right. Okay. I know you want to see Aquarius did the same thing. So I got to move these, and I'm hearing you guys, we want to see, what are you looking at? I'm looking at a whole stack of cards right here. So this is Hermit. See how she looks like ice? She looks like it's a corpse. Hopefully you can see that. she looks like she's dead. She's passed over. She's gone. But this is actually the Hermit card. This is where you're at, Pisces. You're just feeling cold. You're feeling like it's dead, like it's over, but you can't stop thinking about this person. You're also, we're gonna leaf through this real quick. You're feeling alone. This is, for a number of you, this is a twin flame, a twin soul. This is a soulmate relationship. They are in fact your home, which is crazy because I shuffled these cards after the Aquarius. I'm actually gonna show you guys what I do with these cards afterwards, but they're still showing up, a lot of them in the same order. But he's not making any moves. He does love you. We're going to cover that a little bit more here. It's a soulmate, twin flame, twin soul, divine connection. But you are full of a bunch of, you're riddled with anxiety. You're struggling to have strength to continue to go on. The thing is, you are looking at it like, oh my gosh, this was a relationship with the devil. This, you know, you are feeling imprisoned. And by with the devil, you know, this card again, it's about that just instinctual type relationship. It's just based on, you know, sexual instinct, sexual gratification, nothing more. So you're brokenhearted because you found out, okay, they chose someone else. They chose to go back with their spouse, with their partner, or their boyfriend, girlfriend, and they chose them over you. And you're feeling like, okay, well, you know, was it just sex for them? Did they not feel this connection? You're brokenhearted. You want to move on, but you're feeling stuck. You're not able to move on. And a number of you, you're feeling alone at this point in this situation, they're saying. Now, as far as how you are seeing this connection, because it is a connection. Now for some, it could be a relationship, but 99% of you, it's actually a connection because you're not actually together. Now, as far as how you are seeing the connection, you have this 7 of Pentacles, and you'll have to forgive the dogs. The dogs, neighbor dogs, are going outside, and clearly they are not pleased with the temperatures, so they're losing their minds. Hopefully Lexi and Allie will stay chill. 7 of Pentacles, you have the you deserve love, you are lovable, and then you have this Chopwood card. Now, this card, you see how she's like standing? She is just standing there firm. She's got her hand on her hip. You have put in the work. You deserve a break. This is about taking a break after all the hard work that you put in, because you are deserving of that break. But this is also about, because these are 7 Pentacles, this is about savoring your rewards, your just rewards, because again, you put in a lot of hard work. You have earned those. But you see how she's kind of looking frustrated? She's got her hand on her hip like, really? I did all this. I put all this work in, and I am still here by myself. You're not putting any work in. You're not going to put any, you're not going to do anything. You're not going to do anything. I'm going to be the one sitting here putting all this work in. And a lot of you, the work has been a bunch of spiritual work, a bunch of growth, a bunch of preparation, because this is divine connection. You've felt, okay, you know, I feel he's the one. I think he's the one. You've been focusing on you. You've been doing a lot of growth and healing. You've surpassed, you've gone through, you know, glass ceiling, you've surpassed your own expectations in work and career in many areas of your life. Even for some of you, physical health has drastically improved. But you have done all this stuff, and now you've come to this point that you're ready. But you're ready for them to put in some work. But a lot of you, you are still focused on work, you're still focused on finance. But you're seeing the relationship like, okay, I'm ready for you to put in some work. I'm ready for you to do things because I am deserving of your love. I am worthy of that. But a lot of you are at the point, and you're also, so right now, what they're saying is a lot of you right now, you're not totally focused on the relationship. You have this hope, this longing for them to come in and start doing the work. Like, see, she's looking in his direction, with her hand on her hip, like, okay, show me. What are you going to do? But you're seeing the connection as one-sided. that only you have put the work in. So a lot of you are starting to move and look in a new direction to pull your arrow to hit somebody else with Cupid's arrow, because you're like, I am deserving of love, and they're not putting the effort forth. So I'm going to hit somebody else with my arrow. But in the meantime, you haven't officially made this decision yet, but you are focused on the daily tasks of life, the day-to-day operations. That's what this chopped wood is about. So you're not totally focused on him. You've got this deep-seated, okay, I really would like him to come and put some effort forth, but I'm not putting any effort forth. I'm focusing on my work. I'm focusing on my career. I'm focusing on my business. I'm focusing on my family. I'm not focusing on him right now, because I am deserving of that, because I want that, because for some of you, I will have that. Now, okay, a number of you, this is actually a twin flame connection. Give me one more second. Get a sip of water. Again, trying to beat a cold that's coming on. So, bear with me. We are going to get through your reading together. The outcome that you desire this month. You have the Queen of Cups. She's the most sexual, sensual queen in the deck. She is ready to receive. You are ready to receive. You've also got the Yin that's saying the exact same thing. You're ready to receive this love. These cards, this is the outcome you desire with your divine masculine, because you are obviously the divine feminine. Now, do keep in mind, when it comes to twin flames and or twin souls, there's always a masculine, there's always a feminine. You do not have both of the same. It doesn't matter what the body is, but there is always a divine masculine, there's always a divine feminine. So to keep things straight, you are the divine feminine. You are waiting for him to come. You're ready to receive him. You are, for a number of you, twin flames or twin souls. This religious factors card, at the bottom it says, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, some of you. So twin flame, twin soul. The difference is, when it comes to twins, twins mean they are each other's other half. They are truly one. They are each other's other half. The only difference is twin flames are angelics. They're angels in human bodies. Twin souls, they are any other type of being in a human body. They could be humans in a human body. They could be Arcturians in a human body. They could be mermaids in a human body. They could be Pleiadians in a human body. But at a soul core level, they are any other type of being. This is a twin connection for most of you. You have thought, because again, this is the outcome you desire with them this month. You want them to come in your direction. You want to receive them. You have felt the whole time they are this other half of yours. They are this connection of yours. For those of you that you're not twins, this is a very strong soulmate connection. You have felt that they are the one. You have felt this divine pull. That is why you have felt stuck and imprisoned. Like, okay, he broke my heart, but why can't I move on? I want to move on. I'm thinking about moving on, but I can't. I can't, no matter how hard I try. And even for some of you, when you try, God goes, moves on it and stops your plan, particularly those of you that are twin flames, not for the other groups. For twin flames are fated to come into union. That's not the same for twin souls and soulmates, but for twin flames, they are to come into union. Majority will be coming into union this year. That is part of the plan because of the mission that twin flames have here on Earth at this time. So what happens is if you try to, go off the path and go someone, yes, they'll let you go flirt with someone. God, geez, the angels, they'll let you flirt. They'll let you go on some dates. They'll let you have some fun, but they will really put a wrench in your plans if you try to jump into a relationship with someone else, because you're destined and fated to be with your masculine. That's where you're headed. They will stop everything else, but they'll still encourage you. Like for months, they've been encouraging a number of you, go have fun, flirt, go on some dates. That helps you get your mojo back. That helps you start to feel sexy, sensual, gets your self-confidence back up. Some of you have not been feeling good about yourselves. And that is because of the state of just feeling, many of you are just feeling like, almost like depressed, like you're feeling alone, like has God forsaken me? Is this ever going to happen? And because you have become a hermit, maybe some of you, you have put on some weight. Some of you, you've put on weight because it's a protective, energetic thing. I'll do some education stuff about that. But what happens when we have these energetic waves coming in like we do right now, our bodies will often put on some extra weight that helps us process the energy. If you think about it, if a circuit is overloaded with energy, it can fry the circuit. So what they do is they'll put a little extra weight on us if they know that we're going to be having a lot of energy coming through to help us heal, to help us with our awakening, to help us with our growth, our spiritual growth. And they know it's going to be a lot. They don't want us to be short-circuited. So they'll just put on some extra poundage as some protection. So that does not happen. It is to protect you. But for some of you, it has really upset you. Don't worry. They love you. They want you exactly like you are. But for some of you, that does bother you. And it's okay. He loves you just like you are. But you want him to come back. You're ready for him. You're ready to receive him. But he has not made his move yet. He's still in his other relationship. Yes. Okay. So these cards are, what is their current situation. You have this Ace of Cups. This is all about love, receptivity, receiving that love, creating something that's emotionally fulfilling. And then you have it with this, it's actually a beautiful lineup of cards. You have it with the Sun card. This is something, it's about love that's eternal, it's warm, it's loving, it's something worth nurturing, something worth growing. Then you have happy family. So they have been focused on keeping that other relationship with someone else going. They've tried to keep it afloat. So for a number of them, they're married. They do have a family with someone else. For some, they've been threatened by that spouse of theirs. If you leave, I'm going to take everything. So they've tried to give it all they could, which is why a number of you, the reason you're broken heart is because you found out unexpectedly this news came in that, he moved forward with someone else, or he got engaged to someone else, or he jumped into a committed relationship with someone else. Again, I'm hearing from some of you, do keep in mind, there are twin couples that are same sex. There are some where it's the opposite. You'll have a divine feminine in a masculine body, and their other half is a divine masculine and feminine body. So whatever your situation is, to keep things straight, this is a divine masculine. So he chose, and he has been focused on trying to make this other family work. Because this card is all about nurturing, putting the time in. Because you see, she's petting this horse, she's giving it the time, she's giving it her focus, she's giving it her attention, she's loving on the horse, she's focusing on the horse. He has been focusing on this other relationship. He has been nurturing it. He has been trying to get it to grow. Okay. It's not going so well, but he's focused on it. Okay. Now, how they are seeing the connection with you. You have this Nine of Wands card. And, this is all about taking time to reflect on our emotions, really look at things, and also heeding our own advice. Then we have heart-to-heart conversations. At the bottom, it says, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And then we have this card, Imagine. And so they have come to the realization, because, imagine, this is a card that reminds us when it comes to relationships that, we can only daydream about something for so long until we finally just need to buck up and take action. We may have that hope, we may have that dream, but if we don't take action to do something, it's never going to happen. We must do something. So say you have a dream of starting a business. You can daydream all day long. I want to start a retail clothing business. You can think about the line of clothing you would do every day. Maybe you're a designer. You're thinking about the apparel, the line that you'll create, that you'll sell in your shop. And you just, it's all you can think about because it's just this big dream of yours. And you just daydream and think about it all day long. But when the rubber meets the road, if all you're doing is daydreaming, it's never going to happen. It's just not going to happen. You can pray every day, you can think about it every day, you can visualize it every day, but if you do not take some action steps, it doesn't happen. if you put some action to it, if you put together a business plan, if you go and apply for a loan, if you get yourself set up in an LLC, guess what? That's when it goes from just being something you're imagining about to something that you've actually created. He thinks about you all the time. He imagines what it would be like with you. He compares how it would be like with you versus the relationship that he's in. But he's not acting. He is in this state of daydreaming. He's afraid to have the conversation. If you look at this card, you see she's like up in his face, trying to talk to him. He's staring forward. Oh, looking like I don't want to argue. Many of you, he's afraid to have that conversation. He's afraid it will be an argument. But he is thinking about the connection. He does think about you all the time. He cannot get you out of his mind. He feels this deep connection. He's still not acknowledging it externally. He's still not communicating how he feels with you. He's not taking action on it yet. For most of you, he will be taking action on it within the next 3 to 4 months. And for some of you, it will be in March. He'll take some action. So just over a month. Okay. That's why. Okay. He's going to take action because things are going to fall apart with the person he's with. So this is, you know, the outcome they desire with you this month. We've got the Tower. This is, in this deck, this is about erroneous, incorrect convictions collapsing completely, falling to the ground. You know, when we have built something on a faulty foundation, it just falls down. Being forced to face the truth. This month, he is going to be forced to face the truth. Okay. He's been with option A. You are option B. Don't look at yourself like an option. You are the one for him. He knows that. He did choose to try and make things work with the other, because when you think about it, men are very logical. He'd been with that person for a while. And logically, it didn't make any sense. The connection, for those of you that are twins, it didn't make sense with you. So he has stuck out this logical relationship trying to make things work. But God's going to come in this month and tear that down. The one that he stayed with, you've got, this could be the one at the bottom. It says, you've already met the romantic partner you seek. He chose the wrong one. So this month, what will be happening, because again, this is what the outcome they desire. They desire sharing their feelings with you and beginning to build a solid foundation with you, one that is built on trust, on honesty. For some of them, the person they've been in a relationship with has been dishonest, has betrayed their trust. But he's going to this month have things coming down, ending, that are going to end this relationship for him. It's going to be over. It's going to be rapid. It's going to be coming in a way that he was not expecting, something he was not anticipating. But that is going to free him up to be able to express how he feels with you. But I'm being told it's not this month. He desires that with you, but he's going to be so focused with this ending this month that he's going to be busy with those, you know, wrap-up things. So maybe they were living together. So it's not like one day it comes in, they break up, they go separate directions, and the next day he's calling you. No, he has to do cleanup with those things. He has to take care of his belongings. He's going to have to move. He's going to have to do those things. But he will be coming in. That is your outcome card. We're going to cover that last. Now, so this is what the angels are recommending for you this month. You have this card, Beaver Spirit, and it says lay a solid foundation. So you have the power to co-create what it is that you desire. In order to co-create it, this card reminds us, you know, to be putting forth the effort, to lay that foundation, gathering what we need, you know, deliberately preparing. You see this beaver's gathering actually looks like the beaver's knitting, but the beaver gathers things to create a home for the winter. Some of you, they're saying like you have been feeling lost. So it would behoove you this month to focus on you, focus on your work, focus on your preparations. So when he comes in, it will be quick, which is it's very interesting because it's similar to the Aquarius reading. So when they come in, they're going to come in swift. So you need to be prepared and ready for them to come in. Meaning, for those of you that you've been feeling lost, you've been in this state where you're just like, I'm paralyzed, you're not doing anything. So maybe you've been thinking, okay, I want to work out, but I just don't have the energy to do that. Oh, I want to eat healthy, but I just don't have the energy to prepare the food. And I'm just kind of lost, not sure what to do right now. The angels are trying to get you out of that. They're trying to get you, they're encouraging you this month to start doing those things. If you're wanting to get your sexy body back, start working out. If you're just wanting to feel better and healthier and you're wanting to do that food prep, start doing your food prep this month. If you're feeling like, oh my gosh, my house is a disaster, I can't have anyone here, start cleaning your house. If you haven't gone and gotten your nails done and everything all waxed and cleaned up in a while, go do that. It's going to also boost your confidence and make you feel better. Start to prepare now. Because for some of you, he is going to be reaching out to you in March. You don't want to be caught off guard. You don't want him to show up and then you're not ready for him to show up because you've just not been dealing with anything else. And again, if you're in the northern hemisphere where you're freezing, you have bunkered down for the winter. But that doesn't mean all hope is lost in the winter. You can be preparing your home. You can be cleaning. You can be doing some working out at home. You can be doing those things to prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically. Prepare now. He is coming. They're also encouraging you to go with the flow. You have this card, Grace, on the back. It says, grace and elegance of body, mind, and spirit. They're encouraging you to go with the flow. For some of you, they're saying that some of you haven't taken action stuff because you're being called into a higher calling. You're being called to start focusing and doing things in a totally different way than you ever have. Allow yourself to do that. Be motivated by that higher calling. Be excited about it. Start to focus and do those things. Like maybe you've had these spiritual gifts blasted open. Maybe you still want to keep doing your accounting job because that pays the bills, but maybe you've been thinking, man, I'd like to start doing readings for people. Nicole, I'd like to do that. Well, start doing that. Start doing readings for your friends and your family. You don't get there until you start practicing, you start doing it for others, but allow yourself to go with that flow. Now, they're saying for some of you, there is something tied to money, finances. Okay. So do an exercise this month. There's an exercise you can do. Some of you are feeling blocked with money, with finances. So abundance is your right. Abundance is something that you should have. Sometimes what happens is because of our beliefs with regards to money, we can block financial abundance. Some of you are blocked financially with money. The flow, the money flow is not coming in, they're saying. So something that you can do is there's this exercise where you can write down like you're writing a letter to money. Like go get a bill out of your purse and put that down and on the table in front of you. And then start to write a letter about how you feel about money. Like money. Maybe you grew up in a home where your parents struggled financially. So in your letter, you need to write first about your relationship with money. Money. You know, when I was a little girl, I didn't know food was going to be on the table. We moved all the time. And when I became an adult, I found out it's because we kept being evicted. And I've always been fearful that you're not going to be there. I'm always fearful that you're not going to be there when I need you. I'm always worried I'm not going to have you to help take care of me. And I want to be your friend, money. And I want to be able to count on you. And I want to know that you're always there. So I hope you can forgive me for having those blocks and thinking that you're not going to be there, because money, you're my friend. And I know that you're there, and I know that you're going to be there. So today, I want to let go of those blocks so that we can be close again, so we can have good relationships. So I know that you're there with me all the time. But write a letter. Start that letter with how you feel about money. Because what you're going to see is you're going to be able to quickly see why you have the blocks. And then you're going to shift that relationship with money in the letter. Say, okay, this is what I want the relationship to be. And you're going to call on God, Jesus, and your angels, and you're going to ask them to come and now remove all those blocks so that financial abundance rains down on you. And that's going to shift things for you. The other thing for some of you, they do want you to know, they're reminding you that you are not alone, because they keep coming back saying that. And many of you are feeling so alone right now. You're not. You have a whole team with you. Just, you know, things seem most bleak when it's right before a breakthrough. You're about to have a breakthrough. So hang in there. Now, as far as the outcome between the two of you, this month, you have the Four of Pentacles, the attraction, and the change in the wind. Now, you see this attraction card at the bottom. It says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. With the change in the wind and the Four of Pentacles. Because it's about, you know, being proud of what you've earned, being proud of what you've done, cherishing that, embracing what's yours because you've earned it. But you notice she's alone. She's alone. So this month, the connection between the two of you. This is a month where things are going to begin to change. You're not going to physically see it yet. This is a month for you to continue to focus on you, focus on your work, focus on your career, focus on your preparations. This is also a month for you to shift your energy. So attraction, you ever notice how when you're glum and you're down, you won't hear from friends. You won't have people flirting. You won't have people reaching out. You'll feel like you're alone, which is a state where a number of you are, because energetically your vibration is lower right now. But when you shift your vibration, you ever notice when you're happy, you're enjoying life, you're enjoying life by yourself. You are taking time to smell the roses. You're having fun. You are relishing just little things, just like enjoying. Oh my gosh, the sun's out today. Oh, look at those of you in the southern hemisphere. Look at those beautiful flowers that are blooming. Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. And you're just loving life because your vibration is high and you're happy and you're joyful. Suddenly, you have past lovers coming out of the woodwork. Suddenly, coworkers are flirting with you. Suddenly, you're getting invitations to go on dates. Suddenly, even your friends are calling all the time. Hey, can we go out? Can we go to dinner? Can we go to a movie? Because energetically, law of attraction, when you start to enjoy life, you start to be in the moment, loving life just right where you're at. Not worrying about what you lost, not worrying about what's going to be coming. Don't be worrying about what's coming with him. That's going to block you. When you are just in your moment, enjoying life and everything that life has to offer, everything else opens up. This month, you enjoy life where it is right now. Love every minute of your life where you are right now, because you are actually in a blessed place right now. This is the calm before the storm. So this is your time to prepare. The wind is changing right now with him this month. Now, it's not timing. Okay. So yes, so for most of you, this is the ship. This is typically, you know, within months. So like they were saying earlier, for most of you, you will be hearing from him in about 3 to 4 months. Use this time to prepare. Focus on you. Focus on your joy. Focus on everything you've accomplished. Give yourselves a big pat on the back. Use this time to prepare. That's funny. And for some of you, a smaller number of you, he's coming in March. So they're encouraging you to get ready. All right. Well, hopefully that helps, Pisces. I do wish you all a lot of love, joy, and blessings.